Hey everybody, how you doing? Steve here at Blackstar HQ. Merry Christmas to ya. Thanks for tuning in. This is a live webcast sort of thing on Facebook, and it's just really to touch base before the holiday period, the festive period, just about what sort of little things are going on in store for us at the moment. And today is really just talking about the IDCore range of amplifiers. Now, IDCore, the originals came out around about 2 years ago now, and they've been one of the most successful, high-selling products that we've ever done, because of the super wide stereo and all the really cool features with it. But I wanted to sort of talk about a new sort of upgraded version that we have out in stores now. So it's the IDCore version 2. You'll be able to tell it's the version 2 in store because it says a big V2 on the box. And you'll be able to kind of tell it's an upgraded version. So IDCore, just to kind of backtrack a little bit, they're stereo combos. So it's a little bit unusual to have such a small combo with two separate single speakers in there. And typically you would expect just one. But innovation, Blackstar, it's what we're all about. And going stereo allowed us to do a few nice features. Audio playback becomes improved. The super wide stereo feature, which I mentioned earlier, if you haven't heard it or haven't tried it, get into your local guitar dealer and try it because it's really surreal. Every day still, even 2 years on, I visit guitar stores all around the world that haven't really sort of listened to it. They sell them and customers come in, yeah, these are great, Blackstar, yeah, IDCore. But it's funny, often I'll just sort of, have you actually heard the three-dimensional sort of soundscape that comes out of these boxes? And it's kind of like, yeah, I think so. But once you show somebody, the delays especially, they're blown away, and it's really another level for a practice amplifier. So much so that there's been artists, very high caliber artists, that have bought the IDCore just for the tour bus and so on, and backstage practice before the gig. So just to kind of let you know, there's 3 models in the range. There's a 10 watt, a 20 watt and a 40. The one I'm currently going through at the moment is the 20 watt. It's sort of the middle ground, if you like. Stereo 10. But on the upgraded version, we've got a few new things going on. So the voicing has been enhanced. Over the past couple of years or so, the guys have been busy building IDCore High Power. And again, they're a stunning product if you're looking for a digital platform to gig with, because they are really, really loud, really lightweight. Tons of great features, including looper, octave effect, and all the wonderful sort of studio quality effects that Blackstar has within their digital products anyway. But along the way, because of the revoicing on those larger models, it sort of made the digital team kind of reconsider and maybe look at a new version of this because of the improvements that they've made. So for me, after using IDCore version 1 so much, there's a lot more mids going on in version 2. There's a lot more low end. It sounds fuller. Also, we've got an added new effect as well. We've got an envelope filter on the modulation section, which I'll show you in a moment. The envelope filter works great for clean, but also great for overdrive as well. But also, it comes with software. A company called PreSonus has combined with Blackstar to give you a copy of Studio One as a download when you purchase the Blackstar version 2 IDCore. You've got basically a multi-track software system for your PC or Mac. It's really, really cool. Comes with drum loops, plugins, samples, all that sort of stuff. So you can really get into the world of recording by actually using your IDCore as your monitoring system, because the speakers we house in the IDCore range are full range, flat response. So it's ideal for audio and also for home recording. So we're giving you a really cool recording solution for a very low cost indeed. So let's just run through some of the sounds for you bit by bit. I'm just going to take the effects off for a second. But we've got a couple of cleans, clean bright and clean warm in the initial stage there. Then we've got crunch, super crunch, and then OD1, OD2. The overdrives at the top there, they come with a built-in sort of noise gate that you can activate or deactivate if you wish for the high gain players. We've got a gain and a volume stage. We've got Blackstar's infinite shape feature for our EQ, which basically means it's a patent. It's really important to the brand but it allows you to really shape your sound. So from around about 12 o'clock there, that will suit most styles of guitar, whether it's a humbucking guitar, a single coil guitar, a hollow body, whatever it is. It's usually about right for most guitars, that. But if you want to sort of go to the British side, anywhere around here will sort of open the mids and inherently sound a lot more like a British sort of tone. Anti-clockwise, or counterclockwise for you American guys, you're looking at more of a tighter mid, a bit more accent on the high frequencies, which is more inherent of sort of an American style amplifier. So you can really shape the sound in your head with the ISF. It's really important to us, and it really sets the bar high. Then we got a really nice intuitive effects section. One of the most successful things about IDCore is how easy it is to use. There's no digital screens, there's no sub-menus after sub-menus, everything's on the front there, it's nice and easy. So for example, if I wanted to choose the reverb, I've got 4 choices. Each one of the segments goes from a minimum to a maximum point to extend the range of the reverbs, and then we've got a separate level as well. So we've got things like room, hall, spring and plate reverb. Once you choose a reverb that you're happy with, you can turn that off if you wish, and it will always remember the one you chose. So then we can go to delay and so on, then we can choose one of the 4 delays and all that sort of stuff. So at the end, when you've chosen a mod, a delay and a reverb, you can have 3 simultaneous effects, and you can have 2 if you want, but 3 is always good. More is better sometimes. And with the super wide stereo feature, you can really get some wonderful, wonderful tones. So at the moment, I'm just going to maybe dial in a little bit of a reverb. So that's our room reverb. Hopefully you can sort of hear that. Gives you sort of the feel of a studio room. Got hall simulating sort of an arena. We've got spring, which is your typical sort of valve reverb. And then we've got plate, which is more of a studio reverb. Really stunning sounds. That's a clean, warm voicing, by the way. That's the first choice of clean. Let's play something with that reverb and it's lovely. I mean, you can hear that trail there. It's a very pro sort of tone. But one thing that's really nice is you can have all that decay, but less level, so it doesn't swallow your initial notes. You know what I mean? So it's there. It's sort of that Eric Johnson thing, you know. It's in the mix, but it's not overpowering the signal. See how it feels with a lick. just really inspirational to play with such a small combo sounding like that. And that's a lot of the reason I think that some of the pro guys go for this as a practice amp. It really, really sounds wonderful. So as much as it's a beginner's sort of product, as a pro guitar player, you will be able to get some joy out of this for sure. So that's one of the really, really nice reverbs. Let's back that off a little bit, so it's a bit more sort of a standard sort of valve style reverb. So here's some voicing changes. This is clean warm, as we've just heard. Clean bright. Onto crunch. Classic blues sort of vibe. We can give that a bit more push. Let's take the ISF over to the sort of British side there, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this. His vibe. Really nice. Let's take that over to the sort of USA side, and you can see the ISF and how much it changes your tone. Really nice scooped thinner sound there. Onto overdrives. So now we've got definitely loads more high gain. 2. Voicing, so lots of choice from clean to scream there. Really, really cool. But let's add some delay in there and really give it that super wide feel. We've got a couple of stereo mics on here at the moment, so hopefully you're going to really feel that, especially if you've got decent speakers, headphones, that sort of thing. like for me in the room, it sounds like it's sort of bouncing around. It's a really surreal sort of experience if you've not tried it before. This is why you got to get into your local guitar store to check them out, man. Fun. And let's maybe add a modulation in there as well. So actually before we get onto the sort of, I mean, we've got things like phaser and really creamy. We can sort of slow that down a lot. We can have less level of it as well. Full control over that sort of stuff. But before I get to the envelope filter, I just want to go back to a clean voicing and show you what that does. Great if you're playing funk stuff. It's sort of, if you've not used an envelope filter before, the fact that it's in a low-cost practice amp is really, really good. From my years of working in music retail, it's not the sort of thing you generally find that often. And the envelope sort of opens on the sensitivity that you set. So if you're playing low, you add an accent that's a little bit harder. Really cool for that sort of stuff, you know. But the cool thing is, the envelope filter is definitely an envelope filter when it's on clean. But when you're trying it with a high gain sort of sound, let's get a bit of delay on there as well. Sort of starts to react like a wah. If you're used to using a wah-wah, you can kind of get that cocked in the middle sound, you know what I mean? So let's go for more of a, let's try and get that Hendrix thing actually. So let's go for a crunch, fairly low gain. Let's keep a little bit of reverb on there for ambience. Bit more gain maybe. Single coil sort of setting. You can really sort of create that wah-wah sound, which is really awesome, and it's in all the 3 brand new IDCore version 2s. Now, another really cool thing, like I mentioned, is the software, PreSonus. I've got it running on my laptop at the moment, so if you just take a quick look, this is generally how it will look. Oops. So you get like loads of sort of styles of loops, drums that you can work with. I've just chosen sort of a standard BPM classic rock beat, but at the moment I've got my USB connection at the side of my computer here, and I'm just going to plug it into the USB on the top of the amplifier just to show you the sort of sounds you can get. So hopefully all being well. Well, we should be able to get the drums through there, and I'll just jam along. I won't do any recording now because the pressure will be on for that. So I think I might have to reconfigure the just so you can jam along and get a real good idea of writing some songs. It's free software. So like I said, I just set a little loop going there, but to use your IDCoreV2 as your sort of studio monitors as well, studio monitors aren't that cheap, so really cool, housed in a small combo. So that's really all the features of IDCore. The 20 and the 40 watt have a facility for a foot switch, FS11, which is like a two-way toggle switch for effects and presets and channels and stuff like that, which is an optional extra, but the V2, really cool. Also, before we sort of wrap things up, I just wanted to sort of show you how the audio sounds and take the opportunity to talk about the Tone Link. The Tone Link is in all your music retailers, and it's a small Bluetooth dongle, and it's relatively low price, about 20 quid, and it allows you to sort of sync your mobile device or your iPad to any amplifier that has an auxiliary input. Also, you can use it in your car for hands-free. It's got a built-in mic, and also for you guys that are sort of using the new sort of Apple phones, iPhone 7, you haven't got a headphone output, or you have, but you need to wait for the sort of the Bluetooth headphones to come into stock. I don't think they're in stock at the moment. A friend of mine was trying to find some, but this, you know, you can of course get the adapter, but then you can't charge your phone, all that stuff. This can be connected to your headphones, just standard headphones. If you've got expensive headphones, of course, connect it to here, connect that to your mobile device, stick this in your pocket, your headphones on, you've got your tunes going to your headphones. So that's really cool as well. So let's just take a moment to connect it. There we go. So I just wanted to sort of show you the audio playback through here as well. It's pretty cool. So I'm just going into the auxiliary input of the IDCoreV2, and let's just get a track up and running. really cool. So if you're thinking about that sort of last minute present, get into your local guitar store and just get one of those for your loved one, yourself, somebody that plays guitar in the family. They come in a box like this with a USB charger, different adapters for different sized auxiliary inputs and stuff. So really cool, Blackstar Tone Link. And also before we go, I'd like to mention we've got a really cool offer going on in the UK at the moment. If you've seen my videos or many reviews and demonstrations on the Artist amps, which is our sort of new flagship sort of clean valve amplifier, brilliant for pedals, built for pedals. You can shape the clean tone around your pedals rather than the other way round. It's two clean channels that break up eventually, but by no means is it high gain. If you're looking for a pedal platform, check out the Artist. It's a killer amplifier, and if you purchase one now, you get to choose an LT pedal to go with it, free of charge. And this particular LT drive with the Artist sounds mint. Really cool. And that's our little sort of Christmas promo for you guys out there. So listen, thanks very much for watching. Have a wonderful Christmas from everyone here at Blackstar. Remember, check out our merch online as well. We've got loads of cool t-shirts, beanies, all that sort of stuff. And make sure you check out IDCoreV2 because it's a killer new product. And we'll see you very soon. Peace out, rock on, keep it loud. Cheers.